Pictured here is a community. Victims of bullying are isolated and pushed out of the community like our red circle. Most bullies feel empowered to victimize the different and to exclude them from the community. All bullies are acting in their own best interest. What is motivating the bully's behavior? Let's do an analysis. When an individual chooses to bully, there are benefits and costs. The benefits include consolidated power. Other people in the environment, for example, will recognize the acts of the bully and choose not to confront. It also creates alienation of the victim, where the victim chooses to disengage from the greater community and hide from the bully. In the classic examples of bullying, there are very few costs associated with bullying itself. The only real costs emerge when the victim chooses to fight back. Under these conditions, most victims choose not to fight back, as they are significantly weaker than the bully. To better understand the cost of the victim, we need to analyze two possible approaches to dealing with bullying. The first being self-defense. In most situations, the victim will not defend themselves because they understand that to be successful may ward off future attacks, but the costs of defending oneself means public exposure of the problem, solidified group exclusion, and if self-defense fails, the costs include continued and worse attack from the bully. The cost of the victim in this situation is very high. The victim at the outset of either fighting back or reporting the bullying is offered no assurance of outcome. There is no direct communication that a victim may have with the bully that will dissuade the bully's conduct, and there is no appeal to reason that will change the bully's behavior. What is worse, if the victim does not promptly act in regard to the first attack, the bully's belief about the victim's vulnerability are reinforced. Yet the victim may not want to respond quickly to the first attack because of the fear of increased exclusion or increased bullying. The victim often chooses a wait-and-see approach with the hope that the situation will change. Let's add a new tool to the dynamic and reevaluate the benefit-cost analyses. Let's provide the victim 3 online tools: an anonymous email to contact the bully and suggest better behavior, an anonymous email to contact an authority figure and alert them to a problem, and an anonymous online logging tool to record important information about recent bullying events. All of these free services are accessible at the LSA community homepage shown here. To utilize these services, go to lsacommunity.org or show your students, kids, neighbors, and friends how to access this website. Now let's go back and do a cost-benefit analysis for the bully with these new tools in place. It appears that the bully will still have the ability to create consolidated power, meaning that he can intimidate people in his environment, at least initially, with his bullying activity. However, the costs are much higher this time, with guaranteed anonymous email to the bully, guaranteed authority report, a potential logging of the incident, this formation of a track record of his bullying activity, and the recognition of being a bully. These are significantly higher costs than seen in the first round. Now let's do the cost-benefit analysis for the victim with these new tools in place. By using the anonymous email to the bully is confronted after the first bullying episode with costs. The bully is on notice for expanded costs with continued bullying. Whereas the costs of taking advantage, the potential short-term physical harm or worse bullying, is still present. However, psychology suggests that the vast majority of bullies will not continue down the bullying path at this point. The second option of reporting the bullying incident to an authority figure, when using the anonymous email service provided, provides the benefits of the report entering a well-defined system of checks and balances. The authority figure is placed on notice that there are existing bullying events in his community, and an external advocacy agency is also aware of the incident. Better still, there are no costs associated with sending these anonymous emails, as they are anonymous. With the new tools, an additional psychological soft barrier is created. This barrier is represented by the blue circle. How these new tools play out in the community model presented earlier. The victim sends out the anonymous emails. These emails immediately alert the bully and authority figure, creating visibility to the issue and diminished bullying. The LSA community is a design community. We will use every tool at our disposal to create a solution to bullying in your community. We are dedicated to designing the tools for an 80% reduction of bullying at your organization, group, church, or school. Join the community that can end bullying. lsacommunity.org